Hey there, collective. Welcome to Searching in Fearless Tarot. As you can see, today's video is for Leo, Virgo. Interesting. Leo, Virgo, and Cancer. I wasn't really getting a song in my head, but I was thinking about what do Leo, Cancer, and Virgo have in common, and that's compassion. Definitely compassion. For some reason, the fall, and I feel like this could be talking about a fall from grace, or this could be talking about a leap of faith. For the start of the spread, I'm seeing the Nine of Swords reversed, the Queen of Swords, and Strength reversed. So let me get some clarification on this. Because with the Nine of Swords, that means that you're getting out of a difficult period and you're moving towards wish fulfillment. Maybe you've just gotten a new burst of energy or a new strength that you never knew you had, or maybe a second wind towards your passion. I feel like a lot of this anxiety was because of the unknown that you were walking into. Maybe you've never taken a leap like this. Maybe you've never... With the Queen of Swords reversed, the Knight of Wands, and the Emperor, there could be some abandonment of logic, or you could have cut a lot of people out of your life, or there could have been a lot of people that were cut from your life because of this leap of faith that you took. For some reason, I'm getting like that a lot of people didn't understand you. A lot of people were worried for you as well because of the fact that you were acting out of character, and you were seemingly doing things without a disregard, like with disregard for the consequences or the future. But in reality, your path was unseen. Your path was something that nobody else could understand or clarify for you. And the reason why that happened is because you needed to believe in yourself. There was a lot of codependent attachments that were going on in your life that were unhealthy for you. Okay. I see the Nine of Pentacles, Death reversed, and the Ace of Swords. So it's like you're moving towards becoming the master of something. You're moving towards becoming stable, regardless of the closure that anybody else has given you. You're still moving forward. You still have the tenacity and strength. Even though you're heartbroken. Even though you've been heartbroken, or you are heartbroken currently, with the Page of Swords, you're still keeping that courage. You're still keeping the faith. Maybe you're thinking very logically right now in order to protect your heart, but you are walking away from things that no longer serve you. What else, Spirit? What else? I also feel like there's somebody here that maybe you had a falling out with. Ah, damn it. Okay. Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the King of Pentacles reversed. Let's get clarification on the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is a very topsy-turvy reading, and I feel like if this resonates for you, you're almost used to this energy. Because with the Page of Wands, it's like you're moving forward towards your heart, and maybe this is something that you didn't allow yourself to do, or maybe you were heartbroken earlier in life, and ever since then, you've had coping mechanisms to kind of keep your heart safe so you can be away from other people. And with the Knight of Swords, it's like you had to do this on a leap of faith. You had to do this in order to create balance and harmony within your family. And I'm also hearing within your bloodlines. With the Wheel of Fortune reverse, this is talking about a temporary season and understanding that the wheels of fate will always turn in your favor as long as you're meeting spirit halfway, as long as you're doing what you need to do and you're following your passions honestly. You are balancing this out beautifully right now and coming in as the Queen of Pentacles. So this tells me that you're probably stepping back for a moment, trying to get into a regular routine that'll give you some kind of stability, but at the same time, maybe you're not seeing a lot of progress. Maybe you're not seeing what you'd like to see, or you've been getting messages for months now that your destiny is on its way and you're like, where the hell is it? Because is this it? You know? But the thing is that there are decisions that you are becoming in control of that are unfamiliar to you right now because you haven't made them before. Maybe a lot of you were in relationships where it was an old-fashioned relationship and you had children with this person, or maybe you were in a friendship that was dragging you down, and that was only giving you choices that made your life feel really stagnant, like it wasn't moving forward. But with the Page of Wands, you're optimistic and trusting your intuition. Boom. Fuck yes. Okay. So this is exactly what I'm thinking. With the Judgment, the Queen of Cups, and the Hierophant, this is talking about understanding who you are and becoming the master of your own emotions. And understanding that you have your own back despite whatever actions people around you do. You know that you're always going to land on your feet. I'm hearing like a cat with 9 lives. You are meant to keep the faith in this time. I cannot tell you that enough. You are meant to keep the faith. If you're seeing 222 or 313 is another number that's popping up in my head, your wishes are on their way. Your manifestation is on its way. I promise you that. If you are doing the hard work. This is so weird. Okay, so the Hierophant, I want to show this to you guys. So the Hierophant is traditionally a card that is about it's talking about the long drawn out processes of different hierarchy structures, or the Hierophant can also be a really wise counselor, a priest. It can be a intuitive, it can be any person that understands the laws and dynamics of energy, but it can also be your purpose, your mission. You could be on your way to becoming the Hierophant, to becoming that counselor that other people seek, to becoming that person that people run to if they have a particular issue, problem that needs to be solved. Chariot reversed is a very scary feeling or very scary energy if you are aware that you're in that energy. When I say if you are aware, I mean that a lot of people that don't have direction or don't have a solid purpose or don't have this soul calling like you do can walk around in this energy just fine and really not notice it very much unless it's brought to their attention or they're going through a spiritual awakening or whatever. But with the Chariot reverse, this is talking about not feeling like you have a direction in life, seeing life in the gray, not in the black and white. And the Six of Wands talks about success. It talks about public success, public accolade. You could be seeing a lot of signs lately, like butterflies or bees or like spirit animals that are coming to you, and maybe they're a normal part of your day, but for some weird reason they stare at you for a little too long, or you notice that butterfly that you wouldn't have normally noticed before. Those are all signs. I'm also hearing that there are messages from your ancestors as well. Your ancestors are helping you along the process. They're helping you along the way, because by healing your family lineage, by healing your family line, you're also healing their story as well. And you're letting your future generations move forward without toxicity, without all of the bullshit that we've accumulated earlier in life, all the trauma. If you're watching this, because I feel like this heavily resonates with me too. If you're watching this, you could also have a Pisces North Node. And I admit I'm using a lot of details from my own personal life because this just fits or molds so perfectly well. I can feel it. And for some reason, Spirit wants me to see this too. So I'm just going to go with it. Okay, what are the last messages we have for Cancer, Leo, Virgo? Kind of makes sense too. I'm a Virgo rising, Cancer sun, so what did I think? Okay, the Hermit, the Chariot, and the Three of Wands reversed. What's this clarification on the Three of Wands reversed? So the Hermit talks about processing the proper emotions in order to feel safe within yourself. Three of Wands talks about delays in plans. Okay. With the Three of Wands reversed, the Magician and the Seven of Swords. What this is telling me is you need to take a look at what take a look at the illusions that are around you right now. If you're not in this faith, take a look at what's going on that you can't appreciate. Because I know I get frustrated as fuck when I get a reading like this, because it's like, what are you talking about? I've been doing things for months. I've been getting rid of things for months. I've sacrificed this. I've sacrificed that. Some of you are on that journey and you're as far along as me. And it can get incredibly frustrating to keep looking at the blockages. But what I've been trying to do is figure out what I am successful in. Because generally, if I go onto a new platform, I'm either really successful and I don't have any issues at the very start of it, or it's a long way coming and it's not going as fast as I'd like it to. In that scenario, focus on what you can. Put priority on the things that that are making money financially for you as you're moving forward. Know that this is coming. I've seen like 3 or 4 different readings, or come across 3 or 4 different readings lately, and seeing butterflies and all that crap. There's something that has to change in the water. I still want to finish the message of the Three of Wands reversed, though I don't feel like I hit that well enough. Spirit, please clarify the Three of Wands reversed. Sorry if that was loud, guys. Okay. So the Three of Wands reversed is also clarified by the Hanged Man and the Ten of Swords. This is talking about closing out cycles to ensure that the people that are meant to be sharing your abundance with you are the right people that are in your circle. That can be incredibly difficult. But with the Hanged Man, he's sacrificed something and he's hanging from the tree of life, waiting for answers. But he knows that they're coming because he has a feeling. He knows. He knows that better days are ahead of him. But he has to close out the cycle first of any old decisions that were made. Please be compassionate with yourself while you're closing old cycles, because while what I say sounds like it would be really easy to do, it's not. A lot of you have to close out relationships that you thought were going to be forever, or you have to close out job scenarios that you thought would be forever. You have to close yourself off to the opinion of others who don't understand the journey that you're on right now. It's incredibly difficult and it's incredibly scarring, but at the same time, those scars turn you into who you are. And instead of blaspheming the gods because we grew up in toxic families, it's a chance. It's a chance to look at it in a different perspective. It's a chance to say, I was in this toxic family to become an empath, to become a healer, to help others. And yes, it's a big ass job that we were called here to do. And we're only just waking up to it and realizing who we are. But at the same time, what a glorious chance. Think about what your grandchildren are going to be asking you in the future on how you accomplished what you accomplished, and what it felt like to be in 2020, or what the pandemic felt like, or what it felt like to release an old life and to build a new, so clearly and plainly in the 3D. When generations of people before us have wanted to do that, have died to do that, have starved to do that, we get to do that. That's a gift. That's important. And no matter how boring life can be now, think about how you're going to be in 5 years, or how you were 5 years ago. There's no need for that anymore. We're coming into a new world, a new earth, and it's time to be who you are. No if, ands, or buts about it. And don't shit all over yourself if you make a mistake. Because yes, of course, we're going to be drawn back to old ways. Of course, we're going to be wanting to do what used to make us comfortable. But if we do that and we do fall back into those old ways, we're only going to realize that it just doesn't bring us the same comfort that we've had before. And that's because we're rising. That's because we're ascending. It's okay to change. It's okay to feel different about something, because better days are ahead, my friend. I promise. Okay, now let's do guidance cards. Cancer, Virgo, Leo. Cancer, Virgo, Leo. Cancer, Virgo, Leo. Cancer, Virgo, Leo. Okay. Cancer, between worlds reversed. In the bitch slap position. Just kidding. It's not a bitch slap position. It kind of is a bitch slap position, but whatever. Okay. Be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. Pretty right on the radar for Cancers, or at least for this Cancer. Virgo is yin. I'll put the card up for you guys. It's pretty. So pretty. Okay. Yin. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. So this yin energy, it's not pink because it wants to be pink. It's pink because it's talking about the inner world. It's also talking about loving yourself enough and trusting in the process and trusting in the powers that be above us to work things out for us in ways that we couldn't have possibly imagined, and just being open to new possibilities around us, new people, new experiences, new places, in order for those dreams to manifest and come in. Okay, and Leo, TikTok, 30. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda, let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. Okay, my loves, I hope this message found you well. You've got this. It's going to be okay. I know this is one of the scariest moves of your life, and you probably don't feel like you have a lot of people on your side right now, but I promise you it's all happening for a reason, and you would not feel this hunger in your soul to move forward if you didn't. It's okay that you don't know the exact journey, and it's okay that you're not in control of everything right now, and you will understand and be so grateful that you let go because of what's coming in. Bye, guys.